Let me ask you something. What if one secret, just one timeless principle, could turn confusion into clarity, poverty into prosperity, and weakness into power? And what if that secret came from a man so wise, so full of understanding, that even kings traveled across deserts just to hear him speak? That man was King Solomon, and today I want to share a piece of his secret wisdom with you. King Solomon had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to ask God for anything. He could have asked for gold, for fame, for victory over his enemies. But he asked for something deeper *wisdom*, and because of that one request, everything else was added to him. That's not just a lesson in history, that's a model for living. Most people chase success, hoping it will bring them wisdom. Solomon did the opposite. He chased wisdom, and success came running after him. That's the mindset shift most people never make. We think the house, the job, the car, or the title will fulfill us. But Solomon teaches us something different. If you gain wisdom, you won't need to chase things. They'll be drawn to the person you've become. Wisdom is the ability to see clearly, choose rightly, and act deliberately. It's not just knowing facts. It's knowing what to do with what you know. Wisdom isn't loud. It doesn't scream. It whispers through reflection, experience, and truth. And when you make it your priority, your decision-making improves, your relationships grow stronger, and your purpose becomes clearer. Solomon's story reminds us that we shouldn't just ask for better conditions. We should ask to become better people. Because when you grow, everything else grows with you. Wisdom is the root that produces the fruit of success. If you don't have the root, the fruit won't last. You can't buy wisdom. You earn it. Through study, humility, and right choices. And once you have it, no one can take it from you. Solomon's life proves that wisdom is the most powerful asset you can possess. It's the one thing that makes all other things possible. So don't just add things to your life. Add wisdom, and let it multiply everything else. King Solomon once said, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." Those few words hold more power than most people realize. Your life, your results, your circumstances, they all begin with what you consistently think. Thoughts are not just passing clouds, they're seeds. Plant negative, limited, fearful thoughts, and you'll harvest a life filled with struggle and hesitation. But plant thoughts of growth, courage, and discipline, and life begins to shift in your favor. Most people try to change their life by changing their job, their location, or their routine. But they ignore the most powerful change agent, their mindset. You don't get a better life by accident. You get it by upgrading your thoughts. Solomon understood that your beliefs silently shape your behavior, and your behavior builds your destiny. If your internal world is chaotic, no external success will ever bring peace. But if your mind is focused, disciplined, and grounded in truth, success becomes inevitable. The greatest battles are fought in silence. In your mind, that's where doubt, fear, and insecurity try to take root. But you can train your mind like a garden. You pull the weeds of negativity, and you water the seeds of possibility. It's daily work, but it pays dividends for a lifetime. You have to think like the person you want to become, not like the person you've always been. If you want to change your outcomes, change your input. Read better books. Ask better questions. Surround yourself with better conversations. Solomon knew that what you allow to dwell in your heart will eventually show up in your habits, your decisions, and your future. Because you don't live out what you wish for. You live out what you truly believe. King Solomon observed the smallest of creatures and drew out the deepest of lessons. He pointed to the ant, not a king, not a soldier, not a scholar, but an ant. Why? Because the ant lives with discipline. It prepares for the future without needing anyone to tell it what to do. It works while others rest. It plans ahead while others waste time, and it reaps the reward of consistency. That's wisdom in action. Most people are waiting for the perfect moment to act, to start, to commit. But the ant shows us, don't wait. Just begin. Be diligent today so tomorrow doesn't catch you unprepared. Desire alone is not enough. Everyone wants to be successful, but wanting something and working for it are two different things. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and results. It's doing the right thing when it's hard. It's showing up when you don't feel like it. It's building when no one is clapping. That's what separates those who rise from those who remain. Solomon understood that life rewards those who are proactive, not passive. He didn't just admire the ant's hustle, he highlighted it as an example of wisdom. The ant doesn't make excuses, it doesn't need motivation, it just knows its role and it does the work. If you wait until you feel ready, you'll wait your whole life. Discipline means you lead yourself. It means you do the small things well over and over, until they lead to something big. It's not glamorous. It's not always visible. But over time, it becomes unstoppable. Solomon's wisdom teaches us that diligence, not luck, shapes the future. Consistency compounds, effort accumulates, and the person who shows up every day, like the ant, builds a life others only dream about. King Solomon once said, "He that walks with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed." That's not just a warning, it's a roadmap for your future. Who you spend time with shapes who you become. You absorb the mindset, energy, and habits of the people closest to you, often without even realizing it. That's why your inner circle isn't just part of your life. It is your life in the making. If you surround yourself with people who constantly complain, cut corners, and play small, you'll begin to reflect that energy. You'll find yourself thinking less, settling more, and doubting often. But if you intentionally walk with people who stretch your thinking, hold you accountable, and inspire growth, you'll rise, almost without trying. Influence is silent, but it's powerful. Solomon understood that wisdom is often caught, not just taught. You don't have to make every mistake yourself. If you're around the right people, you can learn from their insights and avoid unnecessary pain. Every conversation becomes a lesson. Every example becomes a guidepost. That's the benefit of walking with the wise. You need people in your life who challenge you, not to break you, but to build you. People who ask, "What's your plan?" instead of "What's on Netflix?" People who talk about ideas, not just other people. The wrong company will keep you comfortable. The right company will make you uncomfortable enough to grow. If you want to change your life, take inventory of your circle. Are they lifting you or limiting you? Are they pulling you forward or holding you back? Solomon knew that wisdom isn't always found in solitude. It's often found in the company you keep. Walk with the wise, and you won't walk alone, you'll walk in purpose. King Solomon once declared, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." That's not poetic language, it's practical truth. The words you speak, both to yourself and to others, shape the world around you. Words are seeds. Some plant fear, some plant courage. Some break spirits, others build dreams. And the most dangerous words are often the ones we speak without thinking, because those become habits that shape identity. Many people don't realize that their language becomes a mirror of their mindset. Constantly saying, "I can't," "it's too hard," or "nothing ever works out," reinforces failure before the first step is even taken. But when you shift your words, you begin to shift your direction. Saying, "I will find a way," or "this challenge will make me stronger," builds inner momentum even before the external results show up. Solomon understood the ripple effect of speech. One word of encouragement can ignite someone's confidence. One careless phrase can shut down someone's potential. And the words we repeat in our own minds, those quiet internal dialogues, are even more powerful. If those are filled with doubt, fear, and negativity, they drain your strength. But if they're grounded in truth, possibility, and discipline, they fuel your growth. The real wisdom is to speak with intention. Choose words that align with your values, your goals, and your faith. Speak to lift, not to limit. Speak truth, not just emotion. Even in difficulty, speak with clarity and vision. Your words are steering your life like a rudder guides a ship. If you don't like where you're headed, check the direction of your speech. Solomon didn't say words have asterisk some asterisk power. He said they carry asterisk life and death asterisk. What you say today is shaping who you become tomorrow. Speak accordingly. King Solomon, in all his wisdom and power, made a profound observation. Before honor is humility. That single line reveals a truth most people miss in their pursuit of success. We often chase recognition, applause, and validation. But Solomon flips the order. He says if you want true honor, you must first walk in humility. Why? Because pride builds walls, but humility opens doors. Pride says, I already know. Humility says, I'm ready to learn. Many talented people are held back not by lack of skill, but by the inability to admit they don't know everything. They resist feedback, avoid correction, and close themselves off to growth. But those who stay teachable, even at the top, keep rising. Solomon understood that the wisest people aren't those who speak the most. They're the ones who listen, who reflect, who seek to understand before being understood. Humility is not weakness. It's strength under control. It's choosing growth over ego, progress over pride. It's the awareness that no matter how far you've come, there's always more to learn, more to become. The humble are never stagnant, because they're always open to learning, adjusting, and improving. True greatness isn't loud. It doesn't need to be. It's quiet confidence rooted in character. Solomon's wisdom teaches that the higher you want to go, the deeper your humility must be. That's the foundation that honor stands on. In a world that rewards self-promotion, humility is a rare strength. But it's the kind of strength that builds legacy, not just image. If you want your success to last, let humility lead the way. Because when you walk in humility, you don't have to chase honor, honor finds you. And that's the kind of life Solomon modeled. Powerful, wise, and deeply grounded.